been a tough time, but I knew that I needed to get in front of you guys and wrap up, I know certainly our season. So I appreciate the patience as, continue to navigate this situation.
At what point in your life did you first feel comfortable being open about your sexuality?
Yeah, when I was a grown-up, I think I was probably 26, 27 years old.
I guess I can start first off, just like, how are you doing? How's your family doing after that being away for a couple days?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's helpful that we have such a great group that pouring into me and helping give me strength.
So now it's real. Stephanie White just dipped from the Indiana Fever mid-season. No farewell tour, no cute press release. She quit right in the middle of it all, and nope.
Yeah, at different points, you think back and you're like, man, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool that I got to win a national championship in my home state, that I got to be a part of a WNBA championship in my home state, play professionally in my home state, and then be the head coach of my home franchise. That was really pretty cool.
This wasn't some sugar-coated mutual parting kind of thing. She bailed fast, and people are saying it's because a major story was about to blow wide open. And guess what? There's video proof. Apparently she skipped out on 2 Fever games this summer, and it had nothing to
Sophie is just, her personality is just infectious. She is naturally a gifted leader. She's naturally a connector. She brings great energy, and so her voice carries. People listen. People are impacted by it. She knows the right thing to say. She's another one that really has a coach's mind, and she leads by example with how she shows up every day. And so certainly Sophie and Sid have been great voices of reason in our locker room. Continue to be. AB as well. I think AB's one of the best leaders that I've been around. She's got great perspective. She's a high IQ player. She's young in terms of her experience in our league, but she's wise in terms of her basketball experience and knowledge. And so
to do with an illness or family drama. She ghosted to hang with her girlfriend, none other than ESPN's own Lisa Salters. But here's where it starts getting wild. One of those skipped games was on June 19th, the same night Lisa was all smiles on live TV, working Game 6 of the NBA Finals. If Lisa was locked in on the sidelines, then where was Stephanie really at? She told folks she was with Lisa's sick mom, but people ain't buying it. Was she really playing nurse, or just relaxing somewhere while her team was out here grinding without her? Now here's the spicy part. Some fans are saying Lisa's got enough pull at ESPN to keep everything hush-hush. There's even talk like, if Lisa can make her old O.J. Simpson clips vanish, then hiding this is nothing. That's why some are convinced Stephanie quit before the WNBA could even clap back. Because if those videos ever leak, this ain't just another coach walking away. It turns into a full-blown scandal the league can't pretend isn't real. And let's be honest, fans were already tired of her. Way before the leaked footage started floating around, Fever fans had already checked out. A lot of them didn't want her from day one, and how she handled the whole Caitlin Clark situation that pushed people over the edge months ago. Remember when a reporter asked Stephanie to name the team's leaders? She dropped 3 names, but left Caitlin off the list. Seriously? Caitlin Clark, the same rookie who's packing stadiums, breaking viewership records, and keeping the Fever relevant, not a leader. That moment had fans furious. And then there's this clip, White gushing over Kelsey Mitchell for passing Tamika Catchings in franchise 3-point records. Fans say that's all the proof they needed. Her loyalty wasn't with the new era, it was stuck in the past. She was clearly playing favorites. By June, Fever fans were done. Reddit was full of threads dragging her name, with folks calling for her to be fired ASAP. Some said she was straight up ruining Caitlin's rookie season. Others claimed she let the vets run wild in the locker room while Caitlin took all the blame on the court. With every L the team took, the noise got louder. So when the scandal finally dropped, nobody was surprised. It was more like, yeah, of course she dipped. She was already halfway out the door. Now fans don't just want her gone, they want a total clean out, a new coach, a new system, and maybe even cutting some of the veteran players she was catering to. Because if Stephanie was really building this squad around the wrong crew, then she's not the only one who needs to pack it up. See, the one name tangled in all of this? Lisa Salters. And fans are convinced she's got the kind of media power that can straight up make stories vanish. People still talk about how her coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial back when she was just breaking into journalism, mysteriously disappeared from public archives. Like poof, gone. The crazy part, Lisa's even talked about that time in interviews, proud of that early work, while fans are out here asking, if she's so proud, then why can't we find those clips anymore? Now the same kind of talk is heating up again. Stephanie skips 2 games, just vanishes, and there's no fine, no suspension, not even a basic public statement from the team or the league. Meanwhile, Lisa's sitting pretty courtside at the NBA Finals, cozy with all her ESPN connections. Fans ain't blind, they're calling it what it looks like, protection. And the more silent the WNBA stays, the more suspicious it looks. If Lisa really does have that kind of pull to wipe stories off the face of the internet, then what's stopping her from doing it again to cover up Stephanie's mess? But here's the thing, it doesn't even feel like some random isolated drama. Stephanie White's whole coaching career, it's been this same exact pattern over and over. Hype when she steps in, chaos behind the scenes, and an exit that leaves everyone scratching their heads like, what just happened? Take Vanderbilt, for example. She came in as the so-called savior of the program. People were hyped, expecting a turnaround, but by the time she left, fans were saying the team looked worse than before she even showed up. Recruiting tanked, players didn't click with her, and the whole program went flat. Dead energy. And yeah, it got attention. Articles were already pointing out how fast things were spiraling while she was still there. Then she moved on to the Connecticut Sun. Folks figured maybe college ball just wasn't her thing. Maybe she'd finally find her rhythm in the pros. But nope, just 2 seasons in, she was out again. Reports started leaking about locker room tension, players not vibing with her, and a front office that lost all confidence. They said she couldn't lead them to a title, even though she promised she would. So when the Indiana Fever decided to hand her the reins, fans were already looking sideways like, really? They'd seen this story play out before. And now, it's looking like this job might be the one that finally slams the door shut on her coaching career. For good. Remember, the league once handed out serious punishments, real consequences, for way less. First-round picks lost their shot over workplace misconduct and giving players stuff they shouldn't have. Back then, the WNBA made it loud and clear they were cracking down. Just look at the receipts. Sophie Cunningham got hit for a flagrant foul. Diana Taurasi got fined for ditching media duties. And Skylar Diggins-Smith, they went as far as docking part of her salary for missing practices. So how did Stephanie White skip multiple games with a cover story that didn't even line up and still walk away without even a slap on the wrist? No fine, no suspension, not even a basic statement from the league, nothing. They just let her quietly slip out the back door while everyone else was expected to take accountability. And the WNBA? They've dodged every question like it never even happened. So, what now? Stephanie may be out, but this saga is far from over. The league still hasn't said if they plan to fine her, suspend her, or even acknowledge the missed games. The Fever still haven't named a new coach, and online, everyone's buzzing about the same thing. The footage that's out there, that ain't the full story. People are saying the real clips, the ones that haven't leaked yet, could take this whole thing to a new level. If those videos drop, Stephanie won't just be done in Indiana. She might be done with basketball altogether, period. Because now it's not just about her. If the WNBA wants fans to believe they treat everyone the same, not just protect the ones with deep media ties, then they might have no choice but to make her the example. No more favoritism, no more silence. And if those hidden clips prove what people are already whispering, this won't just end her coaching career, it could spark the kind of scandal the league cannot hide. This story is still unfolding, and trust, it's getting messier by the day. So if you want to stay locked in while the truth keeps spilling out, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on, because the next drop might be the one that blows the lid all the way off.